A leaf?
No, it's mud on there.
Why don't we see it?
There's a big piece of poop right there.
It's not poop.
It's mud from the irrigation system.
I don't know what we're doing.
So we've tried to record a video.
Like 5
Yes.
4 times today?
Yes. No, well, over the last week to be able to get things going for what we are doing. Because we're actually doing things. We are downsizing like crazy. Really
feverishly.
Yeah. Now, so this back here is an IKEA shelf. And the goal for this is all of, what did we say? All of our books, all of the kids' toys, all of our homeschooling.
Needs to fit in that.
What else?
I think we said just those 3 things.
Yeah, and games and stuff like that. All needs to go in there.
That we're going to take with us. We're just going to lean on our family to store some of the things we're not yet ready to get rid of.
My goal is to not have to do a storage unit.
And I refuse to do it, so that's a pretty good goal for you.
Okay, so no storage unit.
No.
Sweet. Okay, hi. Hi, YouTube.
That's so much better.
Bo and Kelly, we are selling our house. We're getting it ready to sell it.
To move into 700 square feet with 6 people. What do you think about that?
I'm starting to get nervous.
I don't know why this is happening.
Because it happens.
And I don't know why we're discussing these things for the first time here, as if... I think it's because we have not sat down to talk together.
Well, this is a good time to do it. Why are you getting out of the... Come on. Get close. Come on. Come on.
Out of what? Because am I...
Yes,
whining?
don't do that.
It's comfortable.
I am feeling, and you're not feeling nervous at all.
I don't. No, I don't. Probably because you're hyper nervous for the both of us.
Yeah. This is what I do is I get...
Buyer's remorse.
Buyer's remorse.
About everything.
But it's always, whenever I buy a new...
Damn those socks. They were so comfortable.
I never had buyer's remorse for my boots. I love those boots.
You should enunciate that.
Boots.
It's probably better than...
Boobs.
We know he didn't buy me boobs. World's worst video.
How are you feeling about the next month?
The next month feels fine. The next month feels like a Tetris puzzle. And I like Tetris. But it's new carpets. It's new carpets, it's painting the trim, it's moving the furniture, it's getting new bedding, it's the backyard, landscaping it.
We bought a headboard and some
it.
seed for grass.
They don't go together. We're not growing grass on the headboard. This is
Yet.
not happening. So I just have compartmentalized everything. Inside the house, outside the house, the front of the house, the back of the house. Each bedroom in the house, and each of those is a project in my mind.
And you're used to this.
No, I think it's just my lowest level of skill.
But they don't know why moving is not...
I think that I'm used to this. I'm not. I love moving. But the first time we moved from an apartment to this house, I realized I don't love packing. So my whole life we moved through military, and they come and they pack your house, and then they move your house, and sometimes you open up the boxes and you realize they packed your trash, but that was kind of okay because you didn't have to do it. And I didn't realize how good that was.
But so Kelly grew up in the military, moved every 2 or so years. Mm-hmm. You would always tell me that you love moving.
I like new things. I like to do new stuff. I like to move the furniture around every couple months if I get bored. So I like that kind of stuff. And the idea of moving it into a new house, I think if we were building a real sized house, like a typical 1,500 plus square foot house that most people with a family our size would live in our country at least, I think that would be daunting and give me panic attacks because everything we would do would cost so much and be so permanent.
'Cause we're not taking anything.
Right. We need new furniture. We need, we'll move with the bedding that we use for selling our house. But the reality is, I think we live really simply on purpose. So this is fun. We don't buy new appliances every few years. We bought our first vacuum, like I think last Christmas, because we had a vacuum from someone else. We've always inherited our furniture from other people. So that's really exciting. Like, this is going to be cool. And I like to spend money, so that'll be really fun to actually spend money. Cannot wait for that.
Okay, so we need to get new carpets. We need to do some handyman stuff. Like, we need to fix up.
You fix sprinklers.
I fix some sprinklers.
Let's add that up. So you fix the garbage disposal. You fix sprinklers. I think it's only 2, sorry. It's for 6 years.
No. I fixed some plumbing stuff, like some leaks.
You fix some leaks.
Dude, you gotta like get that cartridge thing
I'm
out.
not downplaying it. I'm just saying, yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Light bulbs.
No, even worse. I heard they give you cancer now.
No, it's those ones. The ones that
Also
the
LEDs.
coils. Do the LEDs also give you cancer? We are going to put the order in for our house.
Yes.
1st of September, maybe a couple of days before then, because I'm going up there to Enterprise Center in Giddings, Texas.
I'm excited. The Enterprise Center is where we'll pick up our unit. But it's being built in Waco.
Hopefully I'm going to get some footage of that. Anyway, let's talk about this move. What do y'all want to know about for selling a house? That's a good thing. Is put down in the comments below, what would you be interested in us showing you and shedding light for us to sell our house? So top priority, number 1.
I thought it said horse.
We want a horse on the property.
Definitely not.
That is not a horse, that is spelt house.
Spelled.
That's spelled. Why do you gotta call me out?
Because spelt is a grain.
I do have a lot of spelt flour that went bad. So
The
number 2.
Smelt bad.
Number 2 is we want to close on our suburban home. So this is our priority list right here, people. You can't see because I don't have.
I don't know if that's a bad order.
Okay. You made this.
I know, but to have the property, I feel like they're tied. I'd like to sell the house and build the house.
That's what I was saying. I was like, do we need to actually close before we get it? And so
we're not going to close before we get it.
No. So the good thing is this. We've came up with a different plan, just in case our house doesn't end up selling right away. I think it is. Kelly's getting prepared. Like, she's preparing her mind that's going to sell fast. I don't think realtors.
Preparing myself to be homeless if it sells fast.
If we sell this house fast, we will be homeless for a period of time.
We will do a video as an homage to the city that has loved us well for the last 11 years.
Yeah, and we'll actually be able to share with y'all the city.
Maybe we'll tour it.
Okay, so number 3 is that we're going to have electric on our property. Number 4 is we're going to have the septic system. Number 5 is we're going to do the water and the swales. So I came up with a plan for this, and I'm going to rent a mini excavator for about a week, and I don't know what we're going to do. It's really hot.
You could die. All the things.
We're going to trench the water and the electric lines and do the swales in that week. Going to be the most cost-effective way to rent that machine. And we have it for a week. Hopefully Pete can do a lot more, and then I can learn how to do the excavator and do some really cool stuff with it.
Do you have to have a license?
We could actually probably dig the septic hole. I don't know what that means. Put down in the comments if you've ever done a septic system.
Shut your septic hole.
That was so inappropriate. Okay, Number 6. So this is crazy, but the more and more we talk about it, because you're living in a tiny house.
Not crazy.
Number 6, before we actually... Okay, wait. So, sorry. So number 5, there's a 5, A, B, C, and D.
And E.
Why'd you put A, B? There's no C. Oh, there's C. You didn't put C.
Well, because I forgot it.
A, B, D. So
But
5
that's, like,
is the
inside the
swales.
house.
5, A, B, C, D, and E is going to be... We're going to have the walls up, but walls you're meaning like...
Drywall.
Drywall and painted? Okay. Tape and floated?
Yes.
Drywall.
And
Okay.
textured.
Well, we're going to have it tape and floated anyway. And
I'm saying that's the order in which I need these
So we
things
want those
to
guys
happen.
that pay to do the texturing too.
What guys?
The guys who are going to do the drywall.
You told me your dad is doing the drywall.
I don't know who's doing the drywall. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't. B, after the walls, is going to have the floors. So we're going to have flooring.
My expectation for those is like ASAP.
Having the laminate
In a
wood
weekend
floors.
time, we will have the walls and floors done.
Okay, great. Then C, 5C, because we only wanted to have 10 priority lists, so we went up to... So
We had to break it into
5C
subcategories.
is having one bathroom. So we want to be able to have one bathroom. You have to have one bathroom, but the second bathroom we're gonna wait for a little bit.
One bathroom done. So
one
we'll
bathroom
probably do
done.
the guest bathroom.
I'll soon get to the point to where we actually move in. 5D is going to be the cabinets. You saw it in this video up here. Who knows if they're even good anymore because they've been sitting in our
know.
garage, our humid Houston garage. 5E is fridge and appliances. I don't know if you want to take our fridge.
I like our fridge.
So, yeah,
We
I
should
like
have
our
it
fridge.
serviced before we take
It's a new fridge. Then, number 6 is going to be the porch. Explain to me why the porch is before
finishings.
the perimeter fence, or all the finishing, or the carport, or the laundry room.
Yeah. I may even move the porch up to number 4. The porches, I just see where we're going to do a lot of life.
Before a septic system?
Possibly.
You keep on
I don't know.
moving.
So the porch is where we're going to do a lot of life. And I think that even down to cooking, we may spend a lot of time out there in the first few weeks, even just grilling food and eating food and doing school.
And this was how we kind of, whenever we knew that Finley was going to be born, I knew that I wanted our first months there to not be in the heat of the summer. That's to me why I wanted to not have to wait until the next summer, because we wanted it easy a little bit.
I agree. So I think the porch is an extra room, which it should be. I would like our porch to be huge. I want it to be several levels. I want it to be a large space where when we need quiet time during that 1 hour of the day, that everybody has their own little hammock tent spaces to go to off of the porch. So I see it as an extension of the house, and it'll overlook eventually the garden and, you know, the road coming into the house and everything. So the porch is important to me, and we will feel very cramped very quickly, especially with one bathroom, all in 700 square feet. So if we can make this transition as enjoyable as possible, I don't see why we would delay the porch.
Yeah, I would love for the screened in so that we are away from the bugs and can be outside slightly before the flooring.
I don't have a huge priority for it to be screened in right away. I just want it to be the covered porch because there's going to be so much that we do out there. Then when we frame it out, that'll be another fun part of it. But I think having just the extra porch space is going to be really important. Plus, I like the idea of an entryway into our house.
Yeah.
Without it, it's just kind of like
I'm
steps.
just gonna have like cinder blocks there. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels more like a home to me when I envision it.
The point of this.
Yeah, the point is to be outside. We're not moving to be in our AC all day long.
Yeah. Then number 7 would be all the finishings. Then the guest house. We do want to be able to have a guest house, like a 250, 280 square foot little. 300 would be great. I think you underestimate what it could be for a smaller one. Anyway, 300. Yes, ma'am. Then the perimeter fence. So we're kind of
Yeah.
we're kind of talking about maybe just doing slightly smaller fence. I would like some sort of perimeter fence around the house and the garden so that we can have our dogs, which we don't have dogs, but I want to be able to get dogs. And just for security, to be able to have dogs and a fence that they protect. Mm-hmm. So we're still figuring that out. We haven't really landed on what we do for that, because I think the cheapest thing would be, I'll show you here, is just to run one fence across, but then no, because all the front and back are still need a lot of work, and dogs will get out of those. So we could do something where we just do a fence around the house and the garden, but then that's just weird. Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem fit. Yeah, it doesn't fit. So if you have any other thoughts, put it down in the comments of what we could do for a perimeter fence. Sure. Carport. We found this cool carport from Enterprise.
I do like it.
It's really sweet. I need to get better pictures. Here's a picture of it. But basically, I think it's somewhat similar to Becky's Homestead little barn.
It's a carport. It's where you park your cars.
It's not the same thing, but...
Or if you have horses and you just need to give them a little bit of hay. I really like Becky's Homestead. I'm serious.
Carport, laundry room. So the plan is to put the laundry room. We're gonna off the back porch. We're gonna frame out another room that's happening. We're gonna do this. This is gonna be.
Not we are. It's not future. We are doing this.
We are doing this. Yes. We're gonna try to show y'all as much as we can. It's still in the midst of being in the Finley season. We're hopeful that September will be a big hump that we're over. What is that called?
This is what you get for asking me to do this at 11 o'clock at night.
Yes. Thank you guys. If you like this, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. Join Shed to House group. My wife. My
first wife.
Okay, goodbye. See ya.